Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Class AA girls basketball matchup between the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots and the home star Brookings Bobcats. This contest is being conducted by the administration of Brookings High School under the guidance and regulation of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. We encourage you to support your team in a positive manner while pursuing victory with honor. Sportsmanship is all about respecting the game, each other, and yourselves. So please enjoy the game and support these student athletes while modeling good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you please stand and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem by the BHS Pep Band under the direction of Isaac McMahon. As a reminder, with proper respect for the flag, is to remove your hats, stand at attention, and place your right hand over your heart. Active and retired military personnel may salute and show proper respect to the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Now let's meet the lineups for tonight's contest. First for the Patriots. At guard number 4, a 5'6" sophomore, Emerson Robertson. At guard number 14, a 5'4" senior, Jersey Poole. At guard number 20, a 5'9" senior, Adeline Ross. A forward number 24, 6' and a senior, Kenya Press. And forward number 44, 5'10", and a senior, Tia Lulovich. The Patriots are coached by Zach Wessels, assisted by Scott Anderson, Morgan Hansen, Hosea Koss, and Kenzie Wrench. And now for the Brookings Bobcats, first, your cheerleader, Katie Marshall, Mackenzie Steinhauer, Michaela Kelly, Allie Kauser, Ava Kauser, Ava Osterkamp, and Holly Kuchenmeister. The Bobcat cheerleaders head coach is Hannah Simmons. And now we form the Bobcat starters. Here's the night's future Bobcats, brought to you by the Brookings Basketball Association. First up for the future Bobcats, we have Avery, the Bomber, Vincent. Avery is a grocery post of Ontario. She loves being a bowl of noodles and eating every fingers with her 6 post moves. Something Avery hopes to be learning. From the center, it will be the Bobcat, Jackson Winchester. Jackson is a first grader over here who really enjoys checking the right. He's got a big decision in front of him, whether he's playing for the Lakers or be an engineer when he grows up. now here's the starting lineup for the Bobcats. And number 4, 5'4", junior, at number 12, 5'10", junior, and number 14, 5'7", senior, 5. And number 22, 5'8", senior, and at number 50, 5'10", senior, the Bobcats are coached by Hook and Clayton, assisted by Ross Peterson, and Smith, Mark Drive, Ryan Kodak, and Peter
team like the Warriors. So again, not a start Brookings wants to have tonight against the Patriots.
Kenya Harris, the 6-foot senior, number 24, jumping it up against number 12, Macy Even, a 5'10" junior. Bobcats will be going left to right from our vantage point in the Dallas Cole press box. Lincoln back right to left. The opening tip is tipped by Harris, but grabbed by Buys, and the Bobcats have the first possession. Smith goes right side for McClagan. Zone defense in the backcourt. Buys swings it left wing for Logan Smith. Now to the elbow for Even. Top of the key for Buys. Buys dribbles into the front court, kicks it in the corner for McClagan, who goes cross court. Left wing, Smith gonna hoist. Short, no good. Long rebound to McClagan out top of the key for Even. She'll dribble and goes to Sloan McClagan, who pump fakes, dribbles baseline, bounces it in for Burns, who's in traffic, loses it, and goes back to Even. Left wing pass for Buys. Buys picks it up. In trouble. Dead ball goes in the corner now for McClagan, who pump fakes, dribbles into Burns. Burns, turnaround jump hook with the right hand, no good. Rebound tapped around the lane, finally grabbed and taken away by Lubavitch, and she'll bring it up for Lincoln. Lubavitch goes in the backcourt for Jersey Cool, maybe the best name of all time.
I like it.
Left wing Roths is going to hold. She goes to Cool in the corner. Cool dribbles in the backcourt, gets a pick. Bobcats in their 2-3 zone. Left wing pass for Roths. Now she goes top of the key. And that was Cool, who goes into Lubavitch, who goes left wing for Roths. A 3, air ball, no good. Out of bounds, back over to Brookings. So, a couple of possessions, one for each team. No points yet. Smith will bring it up, pass up to the right hash for McClagan, who dribbles, goes top of the key for Even, who holds onto it, goes left wing for Buys. She thought about the 3, hangs onto it, goes to Smith. Smith, hesitation dribble down the right side of the lane, kicks in the corner. McClagan for 3, no good, short, rebound tapped by Burns, now grabbed by Lubavitch. She gets it out for Emerson Robertson. Robertson into the lane on the other end, takes it up, gets it tipped on the way out, up rather, and loses it. Grabbed by Harris on the loose ball. She goes in the backcourt for Cool. Cool dribbles right side, gets it shut off by McClagan, passes left side for Roths. Roths goes back to Cool on the right wing. They go into Lubavitch, back to Cool. Cool dribbles into the front court, picks it up 15 feet away, pivots around, goes in the lane for Harris, tipped away. Ball now grabbed by Cool. She goes in the backcourt for Lubavitch, the lefty, for a deep 3. High off the backboard, no good as the shot clock buzzer sounds, and the Bobcats have it back. Smith up to Even into the front court. Back to Smith. Now to McClagan. She'll dribble to the right wing, picks it up, and goes in the backcourt. It's tipped, and it was tipped by Cool and stolen by Robertson, who takes it up. She has it blocked as she took it up to put it up on the board, and Buys blocks it out of bounds, but the Lincoln Patriots keep it on their own end.
And both teams, like you had mentioned, in the 2-3 zone, so expect to either see a lot of threes shot from both teams, or you're going to have to do some sort of quick ball movement to get some looks down low. But so far, seen a lot of both teams cold from beyond the arc, but that's all they've shot so far.
Pass in the lane, tipped away, and finally tied up with Logan Smith and Kenya Harris. I think Burns might have had a hand on it as well. Go to the arrow. It's in favor of Lincoln. They get it into Lubavitch. Dribbles in the lane. A runner, no good. Had a good look and just couldn't get it to go. And Smith grabs the board, and she'll bring it up for Brookings. McClagan in the backcourt now. Want to say thanks to Right Angle Construction for being a sponsor. Left wing pass for Buys down in the corner. Smith will hoist and hit from the far corner. First bucket of the night is a tray from Logan Smith, 3-0 Brookings.
A good set play there too. Again, in the 2-3 zone, you're always going to be able to get looks, but a nice play there to have Logan go baseline off of the screen for a wide open look. Nice pass by Kimber too.
There's that pressure by the Bobcats, and they tip it away a couple of times as they got it up court, and Harris loses it. Somehow Lubavitch comes up with it, and Hannah has an easy bucket in the lane and cuts it to 1, 3-2. Right wing three for Even. No good, short. Rebound comes down for Cool, and she'll let it clear and bring it up now for Lincoln. Coach McClagan talking in the pregame interview about how they wanted to pressure them all over the court and turn them over and turn those into points. Haven't done that yet. Cool goes left elbow for Lubavitch. Turnaround jumper is good from 15 for Kira Lubavitch. She's got the first 4 points for Lincoln, and that's the one player they wanted to make sure that they didn't let get going.
And you can see in that 2-3 zone too, Lubavitch loves to get to that high post. So if you're able to make the quick passes like Lincoln has, expect to see Lubavitch continue to catch and shoot. She's got a nice jump shot. Like you said, she's got 4 points here in the first.
Pass in the backcourt off the hands of McClagan, out of bounds, back over to Lincoln. Kimber Bias sits down early. Caitlin Harris, the freshman, getting some time here. She's been playing well of late. Fun to watch her in there. Cool brings it across, goes left wing in the backcourt for Robertson. They go to Lubavitch, who bounces it off left baseline for Roth. Shot is no good. Lincoln with the rebound, and no good on the putback, but a foul called. And they'll go to the line to shoot a couple. It's going to go on Macy Even. First foul of the ball game. To the line goes Adeline Roths, a 67% free throw shooter, averages 5.6 points per game. I want to say thanks to Brookings Auto Mall for being a sponsor here. First free throw is good for Roths, and it is 5-3. First point of the night for Roths as well. And she knocks down both free throws. 6-3 Lincoln. I want to say thanks to Bose Construction for being a sponsor. A little full court pressure now by Lincoln as Smith has it. She'll pass over the double team to Even. Left wing to McClagan, back to Smith in the backcourt to start things off. Left hash now, Sloan McClagan has it. Goes in the backcourt for Harris. Back to McClagan, down in the corner for Smith, who goes into the post for Burns. Burns dribbles and got it tipped away. Harris comes up with a loose ball underneath the bucket, was falling out of bounds, had to throw it up and gives it back to Lincoln. That's Regan Van Meteren into the game for Lincoln, who comes up with a steal. Van Meteren on the right wing now, goes top of the key for Robertson. Left wing pass for Cool. Dribbles, picks it up, goes to Roth, stolen away by Even. Even brings it up on the other end. 3-on-2 for Brookings. Even all the way down the right side of the lane, takes it all the way. Too strong, no good. Rebound on the putback, no good, but a foul as Tess Burns got the board and was hacked on the putback. She'll have 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Adeline Roths, the first for Roths. So at the line, Tess Burns, a 67% free throw shooter, averaging just over 5 points per game as well. I want to say thanks to Brookings Health System for being a sponsor. High arching free throw, short, no good off the front of the rim for Tess Burns. Kimber Bias quickly back in. Macy Even will sit down. Clara Delbridge at the scorer's table checking in as well. She'll go in for Tess Burns if she hits this second free throw. 6-3 Lincoln. Second free throw for Tess Burns is good. Got her first point of the night, and it's 6-4 Lincoln. So thanks to Kubota, Farmers Implement. Full court pressure now by Brookings as Lubavitch looks to inbound. She gets it into Cool. Right side, Cool, hounded by Harris. Double teamed now and trying to step through. We're going to get a whistle, and Coach Wessels from the bench called the timeout. Didn't want to turn the ball over, sensed that it was going to be tough to get it out of that far corner. Got a quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 6-4 Lincoln, and now that defense, the last couple of possessions, seems like the Bobcats have ratcheted it up a bit and looked like maybe they were trying to find their footing early.
Yeah, and again, expect to see them in that full court press because again, when you've got, like you had said, Caitlin Harris, Sloan McClagan, Macy, all those girls that are just hounding the ball, trying to get those tips, deflections, and we've seen it all years from these girls. Anytime that ball's on the floor, you can expect any one of them to be diving after it. So again, continue to have that pressure up because again, Coach McClagan had said it, they're looking to try and force turnovers. They did a good job of it Tuesday night against Washington, forced 15 turnovers against a very good Washington team, so you would hope they can replicate that here tonight against the Patriots.
And if you're starting to keep score, the Bobcats are 6 in the SODAC 16 rankings right now. And there's 2 games or less between 6 all the way through 12 in those, so there's a lot of bunch up right now. Full court pressure, Lubavitch has it. She'll dribble it across the timeline, passes all the way up into the front court for Robertson, who dribbles into the lane. Her runner rims out, no good, and Harris grabs the miss. She'll give it off to Smith to bring it up for Brookings. Smith dribbles to the left wing. Goes top of the key for Buys. Back to Smith. Smith dribbles into the lane, gets into trouble, kicks it out right wing for Buys. Buys dribbles into the front court, Euro step, scooped it up, got it blocked, and Delbridge comes up with the loose ball. She gets it tipped away. Coming away with it is Lubavitch. Up ahead now to Van Meeteren. Van Meeteren all the way into the front court. She's going to get bumped in the lane, and we'll get a foul call. I think it's going to go on Kimber Buys, and it will. It'll be the first on Kimber. Second of the quarter for Brookings. 2:27 to go here in the first quarter. I want to say thanks to Stony Brook Sweets for being a sponsor. Smith will sit down, and into the game for the first time, Crew Halverson for the Bobcats. Cool inbounding underneath her own bucket, left side, goes in the lane, finds Roths right in front of the rim, just left it short. Good play, didn't come up with a bucket. The Bobcats have it back. McClagan right wing for Harris. Harris dribbles in, kicks it out in the corner for Halverson. She'll dribble, bounces it in the corner for Harris. She dribbles it out, bounce in the backcourt for McClagan. It goes cross court left wing for Halverson. Down in the corner, Buys. Buys pass in the backcourt to Harris. Left wing pass, Halverson. Dribbles to the top of the key, pass left wing for Buys. Buys goes cross court, dangerous pass, tipped away, saved in by Robertson. That's Van Meeteren, and chased down by Harris. 1 on the shot clock, and McClagan will hoist it up from about 30 feet and off the mark, out of bounds. Just a rough possession for the Bobcats. Maybe you should have reset that shot clock because she saved it in. Does that count as a possession? I'm not sure.
And it looked like they were just talking about, they had it at 32, so they reset it to 35. But yes, once it was saved by Lincoln, if that would have been counted as a possession, obviously they didn't. But again, there was still that full court press from the Bobcats, and it forced a turnover there. So nice job there. Just that ball pressure can do wonders. But when you can get them trapped in the corner, as soon as that first pass is made on the inbounds, best thing is to trap them in the corner. We've seen it the last 2 times. Once Lincoln called the timeout, and then right there you forced a turnover.
Even back in, McClagan sits down, and in for the first time going to be Casey Adler for Lincoln. Sitting down is Jersey Cool. Yeah, you amp up that intensity, and it just makes everything a little tense for the offense, and Cool just lost that one out of bounds. Even dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it left wing for Buys. Buys into the lane, ran right into Roths, almost fell down, and passing the backcourt for Halverson, who has to chase it down. Now Harris right wing dribbles, picks it up, goes to Halverson in the backcourt. Crew steps into a 3 and rattles it in. Big bucket for the Bobcats, puts them back up 7-6. First bucket for Crew Halverson. Quickly to the other end, Van Meeteren gets it shut off by Buys in the lane. Now goes out to Lubavitch, who dribbles in, kicks in the corner. 3 for Van Meeteren goes, and all of a sudden we're seesawing here, 9-7, Lincoln.
Both teams started so cold. We were expecting eventually they were going to start making some shots, and now both teams have decided they'll start hitting back-to-back threes.
Even goes all the way in the corner for Halverson, who dribbles, bounces it into traffic. Macy in a little bit of trouble. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to go to the arrow as she got it tied up, and it'll stay with Brookings. But maybe probably want to just go around the perimeter with that one, as Macy had 3 defenders near her. Lucky it didn't get stolen. Harris will sit down. McClagan back in for Brookings. Inbounding Buys underneath on the left side. Goes in the backcourt for Even. 20 on the shot clock. Left wing Smith. Logan goes top of the key for Even. He's going to hoist a 3. No good. Rebounded by Halverson on the near baseline. Bounces it in for Delbridge. Delbridge goes, and a cross-court pass, left wing 3 for Buys, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Buys in the far corner with their toes near the sideline. Now Even dribbling in the backcourt, gets it tipped away. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Brookings. 28 to shoot, about a 2.5 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And you can see Lincoln too also applying that pressure, whether it's the tip passes, the turnovers. So again, both teams really applying that pressure, and we've seen it work. Lincoln did a good job so far in the first quarter. Only 1 turnover, Brookings with 4. So again, the pressure from Lincoln has resulted in some turnovers for the Bobcats.
Robertson checks out. Back in is Jersey Cool. Bobcats can take it deep. towards 0 here on the clock as they've got about a 2.5 second differential, and they won't do that because Logan Smith in the backcourt travels and gives it back over to Lincoln. 17.7 on the clock. Now we're going to be Casey Adler starting things off for Lincoln. Passes left side for Cool, who loses the ball. Smith tipped it away, even got a hand on it. Now Crew Halverson goes to the floor. We'll go to the possession arrow as she was fighting it away from 2 or 3 Lincoln Patriots. The arrow in favor of Lincoln after that. Caitlin Harris and Sloan McClagan checking back in. Macy Even and Kimber Bai sitting down for Brookings. Cool will inbound underneath her own basket, left side. 7.7 on the clock here. She goes left wing for Lubavitch. Lubavitch dribbles, goes right side for Cool. They go in the corner for Adler, who dribbles, goes back out top of the key. Cool, 3 off the front of the rim at the buzzer, and it will be a 2-point lead for Lincoln after 1 quarter of play. 9-7 after 1. Back with the second quarter in 60 seconds. Bobcats basketball on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Visit any of our 4 Brookings locations. Lights Electric believes that educational activities are investing in our youth and is pleased to be including Parker Perkins High School. Secretary President Company Max all Bobcat athletics and activities. Let our team of agents be the home team advantage for all your real estate needs. Find us at centuries1brookings.com and go Bobcats.
Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. The second quarter, moments away from getting underway. 9-7, Lincoln with the lead, Bobcats with the ball. Buys will inbound to Smith, and we're underway here in the second quarter. Now Buys has it on the hash, dribbles, goes right side of the backcourt for Smith. Hesitation dribble, kicks it in the corner. McClagan hoists and knocks down a 3 from the near corner. First bucket for Sloan McClagan makes it 10-9 Brookings. Even steals the inbound pass, goes to Buys, right side Smith. Dribbles down in the lane, kicks it out, top of the key 18-footer for Tess Burns, banks in. Tess gives a laugh and realizes that's not what she was trying to do, but it doesn't matter. And just like that, 12-9 Brookings. They get it out to Roths. Right side now Van Meteren bringing it across. That's rather Adler. Now Van Meteren in the lane, goes left wing. Cool for 3, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Didn't get the foul call, got a little bump.
Who letting him play to me?
Left wing even thought about the 3. Holds on to it, dribbles into the front court, puts up a tough shot in traffic. No good, gets her own rebound, dribbles, and puts it back up in off the window. 14-9 Brookings. All of a sudden their defense starting to pay dividends. Get it across to Cool. Cool dribbles into the baseline, gets trapped, goes out on the wing for Van Meteren. In the backcourt now for Adler. Right side for Cool. To Lubavitch in the lane, throws up a tough shot in traffic, no good. Rebound tapped to the near baseline and grabbed by Smith. She'll bring it up for the Bobcats. Now she goes all the way up on the left wing for Even. Even dribbles, picks it up, goes in the corner. Buys for a 3, rattles around and drops from the far corner. And the Bobcats on a streak all of a sudden, a 10-0 run to start the second quarter, 17-9.
Everybody helping out this quarter. Sloan, Macy, Tess, and Kimber all with points for those 10.
Lubavitch down the center of the lane, kicks it out on the wing. Cool for 3. She'll knock one down. Big bucket for Lincoln. First basket for Jersey Cool. Makes it 17-12. 6:05 to go, second quarter. McClagan dribbles it across the timeline. Will dribble around a double team and be fouled. A little hip check. Keep kicking my microphone for HSTV. I'm sorry about that, Brad.
Yeah, geez, Brad. You're going to have to buy new mics.
I have to
Charge him.
figure out a different configuration here. I don't keep doing that. But I think we're back at full power here. 17-12. Brookings with the lead in the ball. McClagan in the backcourt, starting things off. Inside 6 to play now. Harris goes in the corner for Smith. Back out to Harris. Right wing pass McClagan. Down in the corner for Buys, who pump fakes. Dribbles. Backs off now. Picks it up and tried to bounce it in for Burns. Stolen away by Ross. She'll be fouled and had to save it in as Tess Burns bodied her up and knocked her to the floor. It's the first of the quarter for Brookings. The first on Tess Burns as well. Want to say thanks to Bauer Services, fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. So Jersey Cool will start things off for Lincoln. Double teamed out near half court. Goes to Lubovich, top of the key, kicks it right wing. Three is up and good for Emerson Robertson. Just like that, Lincoln back in it on a 6-0 run. Couple threes, 17-15. Buys across the timeline for McClagan, who dribbles around a defender. Right wing, goes cross court, left wing for Halverson, out to Buys. Buys dribbles to the free throw line, goes right wing for McClagan, who goes to the entry pass to Burns, is going to be fouled on the entry pass. And Adeline Roths asking the referee, what did I do? I don't think I fouled. She looks at her coach. Coach Wessel says, all right, back off. So Roths will sit down. Back in is going to be Kenya Harris.
Not too many times do you see the girl or boy agree with the ref on a foul.
No, pretty rare. Buys, goes in the backcourt for McClagan. She passes left wing. Harris will hoist. No good off the back of the rim. Burns with the offensive board. It's tipped away. Harris has it to McClagan. Left corner now, Buys, who goes into Burns, who dribbles. And Burns is going to be fouled. Kenya Harris not liking the call. And Lubovich saying, yeah, you fouled her. You got to keep your hands up. Good on the court coaching by Lubovich. Buys will sit down, and back in Macy Even for Brookings. Crew Halverson will inbound underneath left side for Brookings. 5:04 to go, second quarter. I want to say thanks to Anderson Insurance for being a sponsor. Halverson gets it in on the wing for Harris. In the backcourt for Even. Back to Halverson on the left wing. She'll hoist another three. No good. Weak side board is tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Macy Even. And it'll go back over to Lincoln. So Bobcats are on a 10-0 run, up 17-9. All of a sudden, Lincoln hits a couple threes. And it's back to a 2-point game, and they've got the ball back. Lubovich right side for Cool. Pass around a double team to Lubovich. Lubovich brings it across the timeline, picks it up. Left side of the backcourt she goes for Van Meteren. Now to Cool. Cool goes right side for Robertson. In the front court for Lubovich, who's double teamed, goes cross court, left side Cool, left open from three. She knocks down another one. 9-0 run for Lincoln, and they're back on top by one.
And you can see the pressure that they put on Lubovich. Excellent job of passing the ball to the open person.
Even three from the corner, no good. Weak side board grabbed by Harris, her second one here early. Top of the key, McClagan goes right side for Halverson, who dribbles, picks it up, and goes to Even. In the backcourt now, near the top of the key, McClagan picks it up, goes in the corner right side for Halverson, who goes in for Burns. It's tipped away. Halverson comes up with a loose ball. She picks it up, goes in the backcourt for Harris. In the lane for Even. Dribbles, kicks it in the corner. McClagan dribbles, goes to Even, back to McClagan. Right side for Halverson, going to put up another three. In and out on that one, no good. Rebounded by Harris, Kenya Harris for Lincoln, and she gives out for Cool to bring it up for Lincoln. Been a game of runs here early, or in the second quarter for sure. Van Meteren goes to the elbow for Robertson, who dribbles and puts up a shot between two defenders, no good. Rebound fought for. Several players on the floor. One is Tess Burns fighting with Kenya Harris. Also on the floor was Emerson Robertson. We'll go to the arrow. It's in favor of the Patriots. Sloan McClagan checks in. Crew Halverson sits down, gave good minutes. Clara Delbridge checks in. Tess Burns will sit down. 1 point lead for Lincoln. They've got the ball underneath their own basket. Want to say thanks to Rickus Nelson for being a sponsor of high school sports here. They get it into Harris underneath the hoop. She put it up and off the bottom of the front of the backboard. Got her own rebound. Putback is no good. Lubovich with the second offensive rebound, and her putback is good. 6 now for Lubovich. Left corner Even. Pump fakes, dribbles, goes for Smith in the backcourt. Hesitation dribble by Logan. Goes to McClagan, who passes left wing for Even, who puts up a three. Nothing but net for Macy Even. She's got 5, her second field goal, and it's 20-20. 3:05 to play second quarter. Van Meteren is double teamed out near half court. Has to throw it across court. Somehow just found a teammate. Jersey Cool there. Right side to Robertson on the wing. Top of the key, Van Meteren. She dribbles and goes to the free throw line for Lubovich. Lubovich passes right wing for Robertson, who pump fakes, dribbles into the front court, gets it tipped away and stolen by Caitlin Harris, who's having a good first half. Pass right side of the backcourt for Even. Now to Smith to start the offense. She goes in the corner for McClagan. McClagan goes cross to Even in the lane, 10-foot jumper, rolls off the front of the rim for Macy Even. She's got 7 now, and the Bobcats back up by a deuce. 2:20 to play, second quarter. I want to say thanks to Cook's Waste Paper for being a sponsor. Stolen away in the backcourt. Smith has it up ahead to McClagan, who got herself a little bit out of position for a layup. Ball's a little bit out in front of her, threw it up off the side of the rim, and now Lincoln has it up on the other end, and a timeout from the bench as they dribble it up the court. I think it's going to be a full timeout, and it will be. We'll take 30 of it with them. 2:10 to go, second quarter, 22-20. Brookings with the lead, Lincoln with the ball when we come back in 30 seconds. Bobcats basketball, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
With innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Trust the leaders in orthopedic care to keep you moving forward. Visit America.org/orthopedics to learn more. Install Bags of Brookings is pleased to be a community partner of Brookings High School. Dedicated to science and exploration, Install Bags of Brookings works to improve your everyday life and ensures you're never more than 10 feet away from solvers of technology. Good luck, Bobcats.
Sports Network, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. We have got 2:10 to go in the second quarter, 22-20. Brookings with the lead. It'll be Lincoln ball out of the timeout. I want to say thanks to Brookings School District for being a fine sponsor of high school sports here. Been a contentious first half here. Bobcats were out to an 8-point lead at one point. They went on a 10-0 run. And then it was a 9-0 run, 3 threes for Lincoln. They took back the lead. Then we were tied at 20. Bobcats got a bucket on their last possession, and they're up by 2. Robertson gets it in the backcourt for Cool. Cool goes to Adler. Adler dribbles around a double team. Back to Cool in the backcourt. Guarded by Even. Pass left wing now. That is for Robertson. Back to Cool. Robertson in the corner going to put up a 3. No good. High rebound comes back to the near side above the block, and Even grabs it. Gives it off for Smith. The Bobcats have it across the timeline. Smith to the elbow. Kicks it out on the wing for Even, who pump fakes. Dribbles. Goes left wing for Harris. She goes cross court right side for Byes. In the corner now Smith. Going to hoist a 3. No good. Weak side board is grabbed by Adler. Now she presses up left side for Robertson. Back to Adler in the backcourt. So they slow it up. Left side, Robertson on the hash. Goes to Lubavitch, left elbow extended, 15-foot jumper, and knocks it down. If she gets that look, I feel like it's going to go down every time. She's got 8.
Exactly, and coming to that left block, or left elbow too, being a lefty, it's kind of her sweet spot. That's where I think all 8 of her points, or 6 of the 8, she got a layup too, but she loves that spot, so Brookings is going to have to do something defensively to not let that continue to happen.
Even misses a free throw or a three-pointer. It's chased down on the far baseline by Byes. She gives it off to Smith, who takes it down the right side of the lane, gets it blocked out of bounds on the shot. It stays with Brookings. They've got 29 on the shot clock. Evans 3 hit the rim. Byes will inbound underneath right side. Bounces it in for Delbridge out to the top of the key. Even dribbles, goes to right wing from McClagan into Delbridge. Clara between 2 defenders, took it up strong. Good move by Clara Delbridge. She'll have free throws coming up. She couldn't get the shot to go because she was hacked. It's going to go on Lubavitch. That'll be her first.
Patriots foul number
4th of the quarter for Lincoln. That one on the shot, so Delbridge to the line for a couple. She hasn't scored yet. Does have a rebound. First free throw for Delbridge, rolls around and drops. Clara's first point of the night. She is a 63% free throw shooter, averages 2.5 points per game. We were talking a little off the air during the commercial break about Caitlin Harris and how well she's rebounded in this first half. She's got 4. Second free throw is good for Delbridge. It is 24-22 Brookings. I want to say thanks to Hometown Tire and Service. Stolen by Harris, and she gets it in the lane to McClagan, who takes a hard foul and goes to the deck. She'll have free throws coming up here, as that's going to put him in the bonus.
Patriots foul number 24, Kenya Harris.
Foul went on Kenya Harris, her second. That's the 5th of the quarter for Lincoln, so to the free throw line for a couple is Smith. She's got the 3-pointer, 4 rebounds. Knocks that one down. Logan Smith on the year. 63% free throw shooter, averages just under 12 points per game, knocks down both of these. She's got 5, and it's 26-22. Inbound pass can't be handled by Cool. She tried to save it in, but steps on the sideline and gives it right back to Brookings. So that defensive pressure has been working sporadically for the Bobcats here. 50.5 on the clock here in the first half. Bias gets it in the backcourt for McClagan. Or Smith, rather. Sorry. Harris has it. Pass left wing for Bias. Bias back to Harris. Caitlin Harris dribbles, goes left wing for Bias. Going to put up a deep three. No good short. Even tried to save it in. Stepped on the end line before she did, though. Would have been Lincoln ball anyway. They came up with a loose ball. So the shot clock is off. 32.1 to play. Lubavitch gets it in for Van Meteren. Excuse me, that's Adler. Back to Lubavitch. Now left side to Cool. Cool to bring it across the timeline. Slows up now as Lincoln can hold for one if they like. Zone defense for Brookings. Dribbling right and handing off for Adler. Adler, pass right side for Cool. Cool to the elbow for Lubavitch. Turns around, jump shot no good. That one on a little bit more traffic. Rebound is tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Lincoln. And the Bobcats have it with just under 10 to play here in the first half. 9.6 on the clock. We're going to get a sub. Sloan McClagan will check in. Caitlin Harris will sit down. Bies will inbound. Get it into Smith. Smith goes over a double team to McClagan. McClagan down in the corner for Even. Going to hoist a three. Nothing but net from the corner. Even's got 10. And the buzzer will sound as Lincoln can't inbound it after the three by Macy. Even a big shot that stretches the lead out to the largest it's been all night. 29-22 for the Bobcats. And actually, they've had it up to 8, so I'll amend that. They've got it up to 7, though, just before the break. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll have your first half stats and our thoughts on the first half when we come back for the halftime show. Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. From Brookings High School and the Dallas Cole Press Box, I'm Barry Hine along with Alec Johnson. And that first half, kind of early on, seesawed a little bit. Then when there was a run thing, each team got on their own run, and the Bobcats just got on the most recent run, and they lead by 7 at the break, Alec. All right, let's take a look at the first half stats. Down at Lincoln, playing the number 2 team in the state. 11-1 is Lincoln, and they're down at halftime 40-24. It was close early on, and Lincoln then stretched it out at halftime 40-24. West Central, the number 4 team in A, playing T, and that is tied at 9s with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. An interesting one to keep an eye on tonight with West Central playing T at T. It looks like, as far as I can tell. No, I'm sorry, that is at West Central. Now that I look a little closer, that's at West Central. That's on their home floor, so we'll keep an eye on those throughout the night as well. This one at halftime, 29-22, Brookings with the lead at home against the Lincoln Patriots girls. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the second half. Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Cool, Ross, Harris, and movement for Bobcats McClagan, Even, Fives, Smith, and Tess Burns. Bobcat possession.
Oh, we need it back, Jeff. Bobcats basketball on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. On the first possession, Macy Even hits Tess Burns on a backdoor cut, and Tess gets fouled hard. She'll go to the line to shoot a couple. She's got 3 so far on the night and misses the free throw, the first of 2. I want to say thanks to Right Angle Construction for being a sponsor. Again, Tess Burns, 67% from the line on the year, just over 5 points per game. Trying to stretch this lead out to 8. And does with a second free throw. 4 points for Tess Burns. Bobcats led by Macy Even with 10. Inbound to Cool, who dribbles through a double team, gets it tipped away. Now we've got to fight for it. We'll go to the arrow as Kenya Harris fighting hard with Logan Smith. And we'll go to the arrow, and it's in favor of Lincoln. And Kenya Harris with a big smile on her face and her hand over her mouth like, I didn't mean to hurt anybody. I was just fighting for the ball. Logan hit the floor pretty hard. Second time she's done that tonight. Right wing Robertson to the elbow for Lubavitch. 15-footer, no good. Rebound tapped around the lane. Harris with the rebound, put back. Turnaround jumper, no good off the side of the backboard. The right side. And grabbed by Byes on the miss. Smith now presses it up. Right corner for Even. Cross court left wing for McClagan, who dribbles. Right side for Byes. Even on the wing. Pump fake. She'll travel. Shuffled her feet. And gives the ball back over to Lincoln. Leading by 8. I want to say thanks to Brookings Auto Mall for being a sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Inbounds to Cool. And Cool double team, goes left side for Roths. Roths goes the baseline for Lubavitch, who took it up, got it blocked by Burns. Lubavitch comes up with it, right side to Cool. Top of the key, Robertson, left wing Roths for 3, left it short. Airmailed, rebound is tipped away from Smith, but they're going to say Logan was the last to touch it, and it stays with Lincoln. She didn't like the call, looked like she had an argument.
Yeah, I was going to say she caught the air ball, and then it got tipped out of her hand, so I kind of agree with her wondering how Lincoln could retain possession if it went out of her hands. Kind of a bad call there, and it hurts as Lubavitch hits 3 to cut the lead to 5.
From the near corner, she's got 11 now, and a pass up ahead to McClagan is too tall, off of her hand, out of bounds, back over to Lincoln on the turnover. And that's what the Bobcats are trying to get the Patriots to do, and the Patriots are turning over the Bobcats instead. Lubavitch goes to Roths, double teamed out near the hash, and the ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to go off of Roths, and the Bobcats get it back. There's a turnover. Nice defense by Even and Byes for the Bobcats. Smith leaves for McClagan. McClagan dribbles toward the right hash, picks it up, goes on the wing for Byes. Down in the corner, Smith will hoist and hit from the far corner, nothing but net. She reins one in. 8 now for Smith, and it's an 8-point lead for Brookings. We get a whistle in the backcourt here on the steal. Coach McClagan, not a fan of whatever the call is going to be, I don't think. The referee's talking about it. Fouls on Sloan McClagan, picks up her first on the steal. And it'll go to Lincoln. Coach McClagan saying, hey, the ball's fair game. It's just as, we have just as much right to the ball as anybody. Shouldn't have been called a foul, he didn't think, but they do get tagged with one. Pass in the backcourt by Robertson, tipped by Even, and now they come up with another steal and another foul. This one's going to go on Macy Even, and that'll be Even's second. I don't think she fouled her until after the steal either, sadly.
And yeah, and I think that's what Coach McClagan also said about too, but again, one of those things where not sure what they saw, but
get it into another quick foul as the Bobcats fouling fast and furious here. We had 2 quick ones on McClagan with one from Even in between. And Coach McClagan just calling off the full court pressure.
Let's get back.
Say, all right, let's just get this possession underway somehow. 6:15 to go third quarter. Robertson in the backcourt against the zone defense. Pass right side for Cool. to Lubavitch, right elbow, double team, now triple team, goes out to Cool, 3 is no good short, rebound in the lane, grabbed by Kenya Harris. She passes it out to Lubavitch on the baseline, on the wing now for Cool, who dribbles and goes into the backcourt, loses the ball, almost lost it across the half-court line, regains possession to Lubavitch in the backcourt, who gets it stripped away, tipped away by McCleggan, who comes away with a steal. Sloan up on the other end, in the lane, takes it up and puts it in. Steal and a bucket for Sloan McCleggan. She's got 5. All of a sudden, it's a 10-point game, and we have got a whistle. It's the biggest lead of the game.
Technical foul on Wessels, and that one he actually did have an argument only from the view I had. Sloan again very aggressive defensively down here. She had her hand kind of tied up with Lubavitch. Wessels wanted the foul, nothing was called, and then it actually resulted in the McCleggan steal layup too. So I think he was just very upset, and he still is.
I think they gave the technical to Kenya Harris.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, because she now has 4 fouls rather. Excuse me.
Okay, I'm shocked Wessels has not been and again, he does have a fair point. McCleggan did have her arm, but Sloan is a very pesky defender. She's all up in everybody's business. And again, Brookings going on a run here, so part of that too, just that frustration, didn't get the call, resulted in a layup, technical foul, free throw, so now it's almost just a big snowball effect for Lincoln.
Even went 1 for 2 from the stripe. It's an 11-point lead. After the 1 free throw, now Even from the right wing, a 3, no good short. Tess Burns tips the rebound, Even dribbles it in the lane, and it goes off of one of the Lincoln Patriots' feet, and out to McCleggan. Top of the key to Smith, right side to Even, back to McCleggan, left wing to Byes, now right side to Smith, left side McCleggan, who bounces it to Burns, top of the key, in the lane for Smith, who is going to travel, got herself into some traffic, and turns the ball over back to Lincoln. Dangerous possession for the Bobcats, throwing dangerous cross-court passes, and then they get it in the lane and travel. Lubavitch gets it into Cool, who will be double-teamed, and dribbles through it. Gets it across the timeline, goes right side now that is Van Meeteren, who picks it up on the wing. Pass in the backcourt, stolen by McCleggan. Another steal for Sloan McCleggan, and Smith has it, bringing it across the timeline. Hesitation dribble. Scoops to Byes on the right wing. Now McCleggan left side, cross-court right wing pass for Smith. 3 is good. Nothing but net for Logan Smith. She's got 11. She and Even leading the way for Brookings. It's a 14-point lead, largest of the night.
And when you're hitting your threes, there's nothing better as a shooter to see teams stay in that 2-3 zone. Quick ball movement. Again, Logan's 3rd 3 of the night. She loves it. Getting that ball right away in that zone. Continue to see her shoot the ball. She's shooting it very well tonight.
Double team, trap in the backcourt, and they get the foul call. It's going to go against Logan Smith, her first. Even and Burns sit down for Brookings. Clara Delbridge and Caitlin Harris back in for the Bobcats. 4:34 to play, 3rd quarter. Want to say thanks to Bose Construction for being a sponsor of high school sports. Robertson goes in the lane for Roths. 10-footer, no good. Sloan McCleggan comes away with the rebound. She's going to go to the floor hard and get fouled. And Roths is yelling at the referee, saying, "I grabbed the ball." The Lincoln Patriots need to be careful here, as the referee's already kind of fed up with them. They've already given 1 technical. And that was a full-throat scream from Roths, saying, "I grabbed the ball," but foul on her. It's going to be her 3rd, by the way. Byes goes to Smith. Back to Byes, right wing. Who dribbles toward the corner, picks it up. Pass to Smith, right wing. Smith dribbles, goes in the corner for Byes. Cross-court left wing, McCleggan, gonna hoist. Almost banked it in, it does go back in. Banked in and out and banked back in. A double bank. Is that 6?
It should. I don't know if that's ever been discussed as a rule change, but
8 for McCleggan, 42-25 Brookings. Lubavitch on the other end in traffic, lost the ball on the way up. Rebound, tracked down on the right wing. Now we're going to get it into Lubavitch in the post. She'll be followed by Clara Delbridge. That'll be the first on Clara Delbridge. Things getting a little wild here inside Brookings High School. I want to say thanks to Brookings Health System for being a sponsor of high school sports. Hopefully nobody has to visit them after this game, but we appreciate them for being a sponsor. 3:49 to go here, 3rd quarter. Lubavitch at the line, the lefty. Short on the first free throw. Lubavitch has 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists on the night. She is a 75% free throw shooter and again averages 12.1 per game. Byes sits down and into the game for the first time, Julia Burns, the freshman. Let's say thanks to Kubota Farmers Implement. Second free throw, no good. Smith with the rebound. Bobcats have it back. McLagan brings it across to Smith in the backcourt. Picks it up, goes to McLagan on the wing. Thought about the three to Burns in the corner. She dribbles, goes top of the key for Smith. A deep three from straight away. No good off the left side of the backboard. Rebound tapped around the lane. Finally grabbed by Adler. She'll bring it up. Adler all the way to the front court against Smith. Takes it up, loses the ball on the way up. Wanted the foul call. Coach Wessels didn't like the no call, but the Bobcats have it back. Smith, the right elbow, goes to the backcourt. Nobody home, and it's going to be chased down by Robertson, and Lincoln has it back. Right side, Adler. In the corner they go for Roths, Van Meteren rather. Van Meteren dribbles, picks it up, goes in the backcourt for Lubavitch. Lubavitch dribbles and goes now for Adler. Adler, top of the key, dribbling against Harris down the left side of the lane. Runner, no good for Adler. Rebounded by Julia Burns. It gives off for Smith. Smith will jog it across for Brookings. Coming up on 2.5 to play here, third quarter. 42-25, Brookings with the lead. We've been stuck on this score for a while.
Long time.
Right side in the backcourt, Harris goes to the elbow for Julia Burns. Back to Harris, who dribbles baseline, picks it up. Back to Burns, who can't chase it down in the backcourt. It goes out of bounds. Back over to the Lincoln Patriots, just a little outside of her reach. Smith sits down, even back in. Robertson sits down for Lincoln and back in Cool. Buys will check back in quickly for Brookings, and Sloan McLagan will sit down. I want to say thanks to Stony Brook Suites for being a sponsor of high school sports. We've got 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Bobcats lead by 17, largest of the night. Adler in the backcourt. Right side, she goes to Van Meteren. Van Meteren goes to Cool in the backcourt. Left side, guarded by Harris. Zone defense. Dribbles to the top of the key, pass left wing. Lubavitch, three, no good. Long rebound grabbed by Adler. Pump fakes, dribbles into the lane. Takes it up strong. Gets it to go off the board from straight away. In traffic. Adler's first bucket of the night. Cuts it to 15. 42-27. Down in the corner, even left open from three, will hoist. No good, rebounded by Harris, another one. She goes in the lane for even, who kicks it out right wing. Julia Burns for three. Nothing but net for Julia. Her first bucket of the night. An 18-point lead for the Bobcats, largest of the evening.
You love to see the freshman with the offensive rebound, the other freshman with the three. Good things to come for those two the next 3 years.
Absolutely. Lincoln gets the ball across the timeline. Pass to Adler down on the post. She was looking up at the basket for some reason. I guess she thought that Van Meteren was going to put it up from 28 feet. Yeah, to talk about Julia Burns, Coach McLagan on Tuesday, and I talked about it. She lost a little bit of her confidence there for a while, and it's good to see it might be coming back. Pass in the backcourt is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Lubavitch for Lincoln. Bobcats have it with 1:25 to go in the third quarter here. Buys, inbounds, near sideline in front of her own bench. Gets it to Harris. Right wing pass for Julia Burns. Julia in the corner for Harris. Back out to Burns. Top of the key, even. Even dribbles. Back to Julia in the corner. Julia goes cross court to Buys. Down in the corner they go for Harris, who dribbles. Bounces it in the lane for Even, who pump fakes. Gets a lane to the hoop. Takes it up and puts it up and in off the board with the left hand. Beautiful pass and a move by Even. After the pass by Harris, they're up by 20. In the backcourt, stripped away, stolen by Buys, as the Bobcats defense starting to come up big here. Buys picks up the dribble, dead ball, and her pass in the backcourt as she went into Cool, and Cool goes to the floor hard. Some incidental contact as Buys was just trying to get rid of the ball. And we go to the floor, and Jersey Cool looks like she's shaken up. Hopefully she's okay. She was holding her head. And I'm not sure if that's what hurts or if it's her leg or what's going on, but they're looking at her. Bobcats got a timeout before all of that. It's a full timeout. We'll take 30 of it with them. Bobcats lead 47-27, 50.4 to play in the third quarter. Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. 30's fine, Jeff.
Century Business Products has provided innovative office solutions and complete satisfaction through service, training, and customer support in the Brookings area for nearly 40 years, and is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. And please consider joining the Bobcat Backers. The Backers help provide financial support to
Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network, and it's gotten a little wild here inside Brookings High School tonight. One technical by Lincoln, could have been another, and that one was just incidental contact, unfortunate. Shouldn't have been a foul or anything. It just Cool went to the floor hard and was shaken up.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too. Now you find yourself down 20. It was close, so just a lot of frustration is involved. And again, too, you think that you're not getting any of the calls, but again, you look here in the third quarter, Brookings with 5 team fouls to Lincoln's 3. So it's just one of those things where it seems as though nothing's going your way.
Yeah.
And like you said, now you're down 22, so it's very easy to get frustrated. And there's nobody better to take that frustration out on than the refs.
Even into the lane, dribbles down the right side, takes it up strong. She'll get the foul call and go to the line to shoot a couple. And I'm not going to say that Lincoln hasn't had any good arguments on some of these calls that haven't gone their way. But there have been some that didn't go Brookings' way as well tonight.
Exactly.
It's not like it's super favored into one direction. Even at the line, she's got 13, make it 14 as she knocks down the free throw. We got another technical. Coach Wessels, this time it's on the bench. You were just a couple minutes ahead of time is all.
I know.
Coach Wessel, just acceptable. Just saying things, this is unacceptable. So now we've got to just clear the lane and let Macy shoot 3 more free throws. She's got 1 more after the common foul, and then she'll have 2 from the technical. And the Bobcats up 21 here with 42.4 to go in the third quarter. Even at the line, second free throw rolls around and drops. Now she'll have 2 more, although they could pick somebody else too. She shot the previous technical foul free throw, so she should have a couple more here. 15 now for Macy on the night. And she knocks down the third one. And it's 50-27 all of a sudden. Brookings with the lead. This was a close game until the middle of this quarter. And Macy goes 4 for 4 from the stripe. Lily Thompson will check in for the first time on the night. Macy Even will sit down. Roths will sit down for Lincoln. And back into the game is going to be Faith Capella, 5'7" junior, number 34. Harris, left wing for Thompson. Thompson goes right side for Julia Burns and the corner for Harris. Harris dribbles to the baseline and goes out on the wing for Delbridge, who has to chase it down in the backcourt for Julia Burns. Left wing pass Thompson. Thompson dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it in the corner for Julia. Julia bounces it. Thompson on the baseline, just kind of short hopped her off of her shins, out of bounds, back over to Lincoln. Good idea, just a
tough pass.
Tough angle on the pass. There's Adler, who goes to Lubavitch. Lubavitch crosses the timeline and tipped in the backcourt. Lubavitch regains possession, goes to Adler. Right side, Robertson in the corner now for Van Meteren. 3 is blocked by Thompson. Loose ball skips across the lane off of a player, and Julia Burns comes up with it, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And a very eventful third quarter. A couple of technicals for Lincoln, 1 for a player, Kenya Harris, and 1 for the coach, Zach Wessels. We'll take a 60-second break and back with the fourth quarter. 51-27 Bobcats on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
And Hy-Vee Food Store is proud to be a friend of Brookings High School, supporting Bobcat athletics teams, honors programs, and student organization.
Bobcats basketball on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Don't look now. The Brookings boys have fought their way back in it. They're down by 11 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, down at Lincoln. Bobcats girls are winning big here at home, 51-27 against the Lincoln girls. Top of the key, Smith, left wing to McClagan, who goes right side of the backcourt for Halverson, who starts the fourth quarter. Back to McClagan. McClagan picks it up, goes left wing for Smith. Smith dribbles. Runner from just outside the left block, scoops in and out, no good. Rebounded by Robertson, and Lincoln has it back. She'll bring it up. Pass across the timeline now for Adler. Down in the corner to Capella. Capella dribbles, picks it up, and trying to bounce it into Lubovich. Loses it. Burns comes up with a loose ball, goes to her elbow. Just kind of looks out at McClagan like, whoo. That hurt a little, but she got it out to Sloan. Now Smith goes all the way in the corner for Even. Even dribbles into the front court. A runner for Macy. Short, no good. Looked like it was going to drop. Lubovich grabs the miss and brings it up for Lincoln. Loses the ball and regains it. Almost a steal for Halverson. Lubovich, left wing now. Van Meteren. In the backcourt, Adler. She'll go right wing now for Robertson. Back left side, rather, for Van Meteren, who dribbles, goes right side. Capella, a weave, top of the key, Lubovich. Dribbles into the front court, into traffic. A runner goes for Lubovich. Just a good aggressive move for Lubovich. She's got 13. She moves above her average at 12.1. And it's 51-29 Brookings. I want to say thanks to Bauer Services for being a sponsor of high school sports. Even goes cross-court left wing for Halverson. Now on the wing for Tess Burns. Tess goes right side for Even. Even dribbles between the legs, crossover, and got the blow by. The runner in the lane, no good. Gets her own rebound, and the putback is blocked by Robertson. It'll stay with Brookings, though. That was a nice,
really nice move.
Blow by out top there. Went between the legs and then a crossover right by our defender. She's really improved her ball handling. As Macy Even. In the lane, Even drops it off for Tess. Shot no good, strong. Tess trying to grab the rebound, and Tess fighting for it and going to the floor hard. This time is going to be Capella. They go to the arrow, and it's going to be Lincoln ball. And they're going to have to get Capella off the floor. It looks like she took a hard smack to the back of the head when she went down to the floor. And she got up and went back down to a knee. Don't like to see that. We're going to get a little break in action here. We'll take it with them. We have got 6:15 to go. An injury for Lincoln. They're attending to Faith Capella. And it's 51-29, and we'll keep it right here. Looks like they got her up. She's a little woozy, and you certainly don't like to see that. Hopefully she's going to be all right. They're just going to take her right to the locker room, check her out. That's probably the right move, but she gets an ovation from the crowd. And again, I don't think it was a foul, just a hard fight for the ball. And when you're fighting with Tess Burns, you're gonna get thrown around a little bit. That's just the way it is. So Lincoln ball, and they go to the arrow. Kimber Bai is going to check in, and she'll give Crew Halverson a rest. Lubovich gets it in to Adler. Back to Lubovich, left side Robertson to Lubovich. She'll dribble it across the timeline, picks it up, and double teamed, and now passes to Van Meteren, who can't handle it. It's stolen away by Buys, and the Bobcats have it back. Smith now brings it across the timeline. Smith left open from 14, pulls up from straight away. Nobody picked her up. She just knocks down the soft jumper. Smith now with 13. It's 53-29 Brookings. Adler in the backcourt, guarded by Even. Goes right side for Robertson. Robertson spins into the front court, picks it up, goes in the corner for Van Meteren. Van Meteren out on the wing for Lubovich. Lubovich dribbling, goes in the lane, puts up a shot, blocked by Even. It's tipped in the backcourt. Loose ball grabbed, right side. They go for Robertson. Pass inside is tipped away and stolen by Smith, and she'll be fouled as Robertson ran right into her, grabbing her chin, but Robertson ran into the fray and created the contact. It's going to be the first on Robertson. First of the quarter for Lincoln as well. I want to say thanks to Anderson Insurance for being a sponsor of high school sports here. We're inside 5.5 to go. Bobcats lead 53-29. So in the backcourt, left side, Even. Goes all the way down on the far corner, right corner for Smith. A three, no good. Rebound, pinballed around the lane. Grabbed by Lubovich, out to Van Meteren. Van Meteren into the front court. In the lane, goes with the reverse layup, no good. On the rebound, we'll get a whistle. It'll be on the Bobcats. And it will be on Tess Burns. That'll be just her second with just over 5 to go here in the ball game. Caitlin Harris will check back in. Logan Smith will sit down. It'll be Lincoln ball. They'll take it out underneath with Adler. Casey Adler, the 5'6" sophomore, gets it to Lubovich on the wing. She dribbles in. Ball tipped away. I think it was McClagan who first tipped it, and Buys comes away with the steal. Harris now has it. Another turnover for the Bobcats. Defense. McClagan goes left wing for Buys. Buys dribbles. Pass in the backcourt for Harris. Right corner, McClagan hoists the three. Nothing but net for Sloan. She's got 11. Bobcats have 3 players in double figures. 56-29. Hazel Jensen in the game for Lincoln, by the way, on the left wing. Goes down in the corner for Van Meeteren. Into Lubovich, who takes it up strong over Even. No good. Rebound chased down in the near corner as it got tipped out, and coming away with it is Adler. Adler is double teamed, lost the ball. Lubovich has it on the right wing, takes it up, and will be fouled. She traveled as well, but got fouled first, apparently. So she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. That's going to be the third on Tess Burns, her second quick one here. 4:17 to go here in the ball game. Lubovich at the line. Want to say thanks to Rickus Nelson for being a sponsor. Kira Lubovich, 75% free throw shooter. I don't think she's made one tonight.
She has not, no, 0 for 3 on that one. And could have, I think she was, like you had mentioned, got away with the travel. Might have seen another technical had they called to the travel instead of the foul. But
Delbridge and Halverson back in, Even and Tess Burns sit down. There she makes a free throw to Lubovich. She's got 14 on the night, 9 rebounds, working on a double-double. Also has a couple of assists. 56-30, Brookings with the lead. Halverson right side in the backcourt for Harris. On the wing now for McClagan, who goes cross-court left side for Halverson, who pump fakes. And Lincoln wanted to travel. They may have had a point. Yep. Halverson has it right wing to McClagan. Left side of the backcourt for Byes. Now to Halverson. Left wing, a 3. No good. Short rebound in the near corner. Going to go out of bounds. Back over to Lincoln. Lily Thompson will check in. Sloan McClagan will sit down. Inside 4 to go. Brookings up by 26. Working on their 9th win of the season. Adler across the timeline. Goes right side for Robertson. Robertson dribbles, doesn't go to Jensen, and goes to Lubovich on the wing. She'll hoist a 3. Nothing but net for Lubovich. She's got 17. Having a good night, just not enough to put her entire team on her back. Left wing, Thompson goes cross court, right side Byes. Thought about the 3 down in the corner. Harris will hoist. No good. Weak side board grabbed by Thompson. Nice rebound. Lily in the lane. Runner, no good. And the rebound fought for, and it's going to be a foul as Delbridge fouls Van Meter into the floor. And it will be Lincoln ball. And a couple of subs here for Brookings. Looks like Amelia Wendell's coming in. Zoe Miller's in there, number 42 as well. And on the right wing in the backcourt, they find Robertson finds wide open Van Meeteren on the right block, and she puts it up and in off the board. It's 56-35. 3 minutes to go. Halverson goes right baseline, and Zoe Miller puts up a 15-footer, knocks down the jumper, just in cold off the bench.
Shooters shoot.
Absolutely. Jensen in the backcourt. First bucket of the season, I believe, for Zoe Miller. Right baseline, Adler, double team, goes in the corner for Van Meter, and out on the wing, Robertson dribbles. Spins into the lane, tough runner, no good, rebounded by Lily Thompson. I want to say thanks to Cook's Waste Paper for being a sponsor of high school sports here. Inside 2.5 to go. Bobcats lead 58-35, top of the key, Miller, right side to Wendell in the corner. Halverson for 3, no good, short off the rim. Rebounded by Jensen, who gives off for Robertson, and Lincoln will bring it up to the other end. Robertson goes right side for Jensen. Jensen in the corner for Van Meeteren. Van Meeteren dribbles to the baseline, gets double team, passes that out to Lubovich. Lubovich dribbles into the front court, a runner, no good, rebound fought for. Robertson trying to put it back up, gets it tipped by Wendell, and now they go out to Jensen. Lincoln still has it. Adler has it, top of the key, dribbles to the elbow, dribbles into some traffic, and we'll get a foul call. Another one where the ref realized she traveled, but may have gotten fouled before that as well. Drew Halverson picks up her first. The Conant twins coming in. Taylor and Tessa both in there. Tessa number 40, Taylor number 34 rather, excuse me. We were working that out before the game. Luckily, we went through that.
I was going to say, easy when they also come in at the same time. You can just say, hey, it's the Conants.
The Conants.
And you just leave it at that.
Jensen from 18, no good. Rebound is kicked around and now grabbed by Van Meter, and her putback no good. And Taylor Conant with the rebound. Up ahead now to Wendell. Wendell chases it down in the front court, passes it left wing for Miller. 17-foot jumper for Zoe goes. She's got 2 jumpers, and she's got 4. Good night for Zoe Miller in off the bench. 60-35 the score. Hey, Jensen on the left wing. Bounces it in for Lubavitch. Back out to Jensen. Thought about the three. Holds onto it. Leaves the left wing now. And picking it up is number 30, Ruby Hennies. In the corner for Lubavitch. Dribbles baseline, takes it up strong. Gets it to go and gets the foul. It's going to go against Lily Thompson. And that's going to be 19 for Lubavitch. She can make it 20 from the stripe. She's had a heck of a night. Makes it 60-37. So she's got 19. She's got over half of their points out right now. And the free throw is no good. Rebounded by Taylor Connett. Taylor dribbles it up. Pass to Thompson in the backcourt. Back to Taylor on the right wing. In the corner for Wendell. Wendell dribbles baseline, picks it up, goes cross court for Miller. It's tipped, and Tessa Connett comes up with it. Pass in the lane, tipped away, and Lubavitch has it. Now she'll be fouled, and we'll go to the other end as the Bobcats are in the bonus. We'll wait the official call. I think it's going to go on Thompson, but I'm not sure. It is on Lily Thompson. Second on Lily. Lubavitch back to the stripe. 19-9 on the night for Lubavitch. So they haven't done their job keeping her from getting going, but the rest of the team they've kept down pretty well. 20 now for Lubavitch as she knocks down that free throw. She's got 20 of their 38. I want to say thanks to Brookings School District for being a sponsor. Lubavitch hits both of these. She's got 21-9. It's 60-39. 21-point lead for Brookings. 45 seconds to go here in the ball game. I want to say thanks to Hometown Tire and Service. Wendell goes right side for Taylor Condon, who gets it tipped away. She chases it down, goes right side for Thompson. Thompson dribbles to the corner, onto the baseline now. Picks it up, got herself into some trouble. We'll go to the arrow. It'll stay with Brookings, but we've got 28.2 to go. And the Bobcats just trying to run out the clock.
She kind of knew as soon as she went down to that corner and saw the three Lincoln defenders jump ball. You could see in her face, like, what am I doing?
Yeah, her face was just resigned to, all right, I'm just going to tie it up and we'll keep the ball, I guess. Tessa goes to Wendell. Left wing, Miller, a three. No good on that one. She was 2 for 2 before that. Trying to do a heat check.
They got to.
18.9 to go. Lincoln has it. Bringing it up is going to be Ruby Hennies. Hennies dribbles to the left elbow, picks it up, it goes on the wing for Van Meeteren. To Lubavitch, going to hoist a deep three. No good, rebounded by Thompson, and fought away from Thompson by Ruby Hennies. Passing the lane, tipped away by Tessa Connett and Amelia Wendell, and it goes to one of the Bobcats. They're just going to let the time run out, and that's going to do it. 60-39 the final in this one. The Bobcats come away with a win, hard-fought one. And usually after a 60-39 win, you're going to go home feeling refreshed and like you didn't have to play that hard. But that's not going to be the feeling tonight for the Bobcats. They're going to go home sore. Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of girls diving on the ground, a lot of contact, a little chippiness that we saw, like you mentioned. Yeah, you'd think a 60-39 victory maybe wouldn't take as much on them as it did, but no, like you said, going to be a sore night, especially after the Tuesday night game as well. So it's 2 tough games in a span of 3 days for these Bobcats.
The Bobcats boys down 68-51 now with 5 minutes left in the fourth at Lincoln, so they fought their way back in it a little bit. Looks like Lincoln's stretching it back out now. We'll take a 4-minute break. We'll give our thoughts on tonight's game. We'll have official stats in a bit with Alec Johnson. We'll talk with head coach Mitch McClagan, and we'll pick our player of the game before closing up shop here. That's the game, but we've got the post game up next. 60-39, Brookings wins at home against Lincoln. Bobcats basketball, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill.